Hey guys, what's up? My name is Dan and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing episode number 4 of this Arsenal FIFA FC26 career mode. And we're going to go straight into the Champions League right now. First of all, I'm going to just make sure you guys remember from last video that I've put the difficulty back up to world class, 4 minutes half length as well, just to make time go a little bit quicker. I think the halves were going a bit too long and I was cutting a lot of it out, so I thought, you know what, I'll just reduce the amount of time. But we're definitely going to stick with world class now, guys. Like I said, I proved last time that the lower difficulty was just too easy. We absolutely dominated and destroyed Nottingham Forest. So I thought, you know what? Depends on what happens. I'm going to play every single game. I'm going to cut quite a lot of it out. Anything that doesn't really need to be in here, I'm going to cut out. We're going to stick with world class now, like I said, and hopefully I don't get destroyed too much. Hopefully we can get some decent results. I'm going to play the second string team in this first leg against Servette, mainly because I'm going to kind of rotate my team a little bit and obviously play a couple of the youngsters as well and just get everyone growing as much as we can. I feel like we need to rotate as much as Arsenal are rotating in real life. I think we need to rotate as well. And yeah, at the moment it sucks that Saka's out. I think he's our best player right now. It's really annoying that he's out, but it is what it is. We're going to put this youngster North in there as well. I did think about starting him. I probably should have done because Madueke obviously is our starting right winger at the moment, and I left him in this game. But it is what it is. But having said that, we need to rotate. We need to do well. We need to get some wins on the bounce because, like I said, I'm going to really struggle with world class this season. So hopefully, if we can get as many wins as possible, that'd be great. But yeah, we're going to go straight into the first Champions League game of the campaign. Hopefully, you guys are really enjoying this series. I think you are because the views have been absolutely outstanding so far. And hopefully, you guys keep enjoying it and stick with me throughout this season, because obviously, like I said, this is a brand new thing for me. I haven't really been doing this for very long from the FIFA career mode videos. So hopefully you guys are going to be enjoying it. Yeah, here we go. Conceding a couple of corners. Servette was actually quite a strong team, and really difficult to break down. Really difficult to get the ball off of, which is annoying. And yeah, just trying to get the good rhythm going. Just can't quite keep the ball, unfortunately. They seem to just get the ball off us really easy. I conceded a really stupid penalty right here, guys. Not quite sure what I was trying. I was trying to press the B to tackle, and it didn't work. So I thought, I'll do a slide tackle, but obviously the game kind of tries its best to screw you over, and stupid penalty to give away. And obviously Kepa in goals, it is what it is. But we did a really good save there, which is absolutely amazing. I thought it was going to go out, but it didn't. I'm going to try to tackle. Hincapié is not covered himself in glory in this game so far. I was trying to pass it out, like a really long pass, one of those really long passes, but it didn't work. Pass straight to them. It's almost as if the game was just butthurt that I saved the penalty, and it's like, no, you what? Nah, I'm just going to make sure that you can see the goal now. Going into the second half almost here, guys. Again, just really difficult to get the ball off them, really. The game just makes you do like super long, heavy touches. Passes don't go right. You try and get past to a specific player, and it doesn't work. Like this one right here, this wayward passes. The world class is just irritating. I can't lie to you guys, and going 1-0 down is not great. I was really struggling in this game. I mean, I don't know whether it's because it's world class or whether it's because I'm just crap or the game was just like, what, Dan, you're going to struggle in this game. But we're going to really try to get another goal back, because obviously we do need to win this game. We need to get as many wins as possible in the Champions League to try and get higher up in the table as possible. Going into the 55th minute here, because nothing else really happened at the middle of this game. Cheaply giving the ball away, so we're just going to make some subs now, because Havertz for me is quite slow in this game. He's a goal threat in corners and stuff, but he's quite slow in this game, painful. I feel like pace is the key in this game. The faster your players are, the better. Eze as well. Eze is really, really slow in this game. Not quite sure why. Going to bring Calafiori on because he is definitely our best left back right now. Lewis Skelly is a little bit dodgy in this game, I feel like. But it's probably just me. It's probably not him. It's just definitely for me. But we're going to make some subs and try and get a result, try and get a goal back because we absolutely need to get a goal. And yeah, just can't keep the ball. Heavy touches. They just run alongside us, get the ball quite easily. Past the hour mark, obviously, again, they were just controlling the ball constantly. I was just defending against them the whole game, to be honest with you. And yes, Stevanovic as well. He was a really good goal threat. Kepa, I thought, was doing brilliantly in goal, to be honest with you. Even though we did concede the goal, I don't think Kepa was the one to at fault for it. We're going to try again, like I said, with Gyökeres up front now. We need to kind of really try and get a really good goal back. Madueke, I probably should have subbed him out, to be honest with you, because he's quite tired. He managed to set Gyökeres up, which is absolutely amazing. Not Gyökeres, Kai Havertz, sorry. Brilliant. Like I said, I was complaining about him earlier, but he did come up with a good goal. I think that's his first goal. It's definitely his first goal in the Champions League. I'm not sure if it's his first goal in the season, but yeah, really good goal, really good take. And I'm thinking, okay, cool. If we can get another goal back, we can try and win this game because, like I said, we absolutely cannot be losing this game. So we're just going to make some subs as well. Get Odegaard on, some other players as well. Just to rotate the team a little bit, give a bit more pace. I did sub out Kai Havertz. I made the substitution. Can't remember whether it was just before or just after the goal, but I thought, you know what, it is time to get a little bit more pace. We needed to go for the win. We need, Odegaard, Gyökeres, they're our best attackers right now, and I sacrificed the defence a little bit to try and get them on. We're trying to get a win, because obviously, like I said, we need to get the win. We're also trying not to concede, and obviously, with passes like that, with a goal like that, the last couple of minutes of the game, I thought that was a bit BS, to be honest with you. It was just, I was raging at this point because I was like, you know what, really, like Servette, it's, and with world class, I mean, there is definitely a drop down with the second team. And it is what it is. I mean, in real life, the second team is good enough to win this game. But yeah, unfortunately, we didn't have any time really. And like that, that's a heavy touch that I didn't control. That was just running along with the ball, and it just heavy touch, whatever. I tried my best to get a goal with Gyökeres there, but it didn't happen. Wasn't meant to be. Shock 2-1 loss at home against Servette, which is not great at all. But we're going to try and bounce back against Man City at home, which, it's just, like I said, a really difficult game, really difficult start to the season in real life as well as in this game. Man City at home, one of the, hardest games of the season for us. And I thought, you know what, if Servette can get a 2-1 victory against us, what is Man City going to do? We're going to try our best. We're not going to roll over. We're going to try and keep the ball, try and attack as much as we can. Madueke is a little bit tired. I used him too long in the Servette game, unfortunately, but we're going to play him for most of the game, and hopefully he can do some really good stuff for us, because I feel like his pace is brilliant in this game, although his passing is a little bit dodgy. His end product's a little bit dodgy at times. I do feel like his pace is really a powerful option for us. Along with Gyökeres, I think Gyökeres is quite fast as well. He can get around the pitch quite a lot. 0-0 at halftime wasn't a massively bad thing for me. I really thought, you know what, I'm just happy that they haven't scored against us. Man City were not very dangerous at all attacking wise in this game, at least in the first half. Surprisingly, I thought they were going to really put me to the sword given how Servette was against us, but we handled them pretty well, if I'm not being too arrogant in saying that. We handled them very comfortably. I felt fairly comfortable in the first all 50 minutes of this game or so, just trying to keep the ball, trying not to have them control the game too much. Straightforward to the 56th minute, and we almost scored. That would have been an absolute golazo. I did want to take Madueke out now because obviously he was really tired. We needed him for the next game as well. And that's what we've got a big squad for. I did think about bringing Eze on instead of Martinelli. I did have a long think about this apparently. But yeah, we did end up making that decision. Eze in this game, I'm not sure about this. I mean, he's so slow in this game for me. Martinelli is so fast, and Eze is just really slow. And there's a significant noticeability. You can notice it. But it is what it is. We made a couple of attacking subs to try and get a win, because obviously I felt by this point like City weren't troubling us at all, and I thought, you know what, we can really go for it here if we make some attacking substitutions. I'm gonna bring Yildiz on because he's an absolute player. I'm so happy we signed him, and hopefully Arsenal sign him in real life, because I've got a really good feeling this guy's going to be a really good player. Just ran through, and it's one of those decisions sometimes in this game where you think about crossing it in, you think about sweating it across, and I thought, you know what, he's run all the way to this point, why not actually have a shot? It's at a bit of a cute angle, but still, I shouldn't have been able to score from this point, really. I mean, Donnarumma should have done much better than he did, but what a wonderful goal. Brilliant for him. 1 goal in 3 games, which is great. I think it's his first goal for the club, which is awesome. And I'm thinking, you know what, 1-0, like I said, Man City didn't make me feel uncomfortable at all. Servette had me run ragged. I mean, they really outplayed me. But Man City, I was able to get the ball off them really well. I was able to control them very well. They didn't worry me at all. Getting Eze onto the ball as well, which is brilliant. I feel like Eze probably, I should have shot with Eze there, but calamity at the back with Man City, and Gyökeres goes and gets a really good goal. We're going to make some subs now as well, because obviously 2-0, 20 minutes on to go. This is the time where we control the game, control the possession, and just rotate as well. We need to keep fresh players on the pitch. We're always thinking about the next game as well. I thought, you know what, Gyökeres done really well. He's just scored a goal, but let's just bring Havertz on and see out the game. We've got 15 minutes left to go. 2 goals. Even if we concede 1, we should be able to control this game out from here. I mean, yeah, look at this. Absolute calamity in the back. I didn't think Gyökeres was going to get the ball. As soon as I got the ball, with him, I just pressed the shoot button, and luckily it went in. It almost took a deflection off the defender, but still, really good goal. Arteta's really absolutely amazing. That's literally what I was doing in real life. I was just celebrating the absolute crap out of this goal, sorry. Yeah, very strange. I'm thinking to myself at this point, Servette just absolutely ruined me. How am I beating Man City on world class? I feel like that's just FC. I think it's just the quote-unquote lesser teams do well against you when the big teams don't. And we go get another goal with Yildiz. Absolutely brilliant goal. Slotted him straight through, and obviously he's not going to miss from there. 2 goals now for him. Brilliant. Like I said, I really do hope we sign this kid in real life, because I feel like he's going to be an absolute top player. Brilliant again. I think that was Eze who assisted that goal, which is brilliant. And then, yeah, Donnarumma's not saving that at all. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to show you guys right at the end of this game that it's still on world class. I did not take it off back onto professional. It's still world class. I have absolutely no idea why Servette was able to destroy me, and yet I'm able to absolutely dominate Man City. I feel like maybe it's because they're attacking more, and it's leaving themselves open a little bit, and maybe we made the good subs at the right time. Maybe our players have just got more energy than their players do. I have absolutely no idea, to be honest with you. Tried to have a long shot with Gyökeres there, with Kai Havertz there, because I wanted to run the clock out and get a win. And yeah, a shock 3-0 win. And Arteta gets one over his mentor again, which is brilliant. Yeah, I'm going to show you guys. I didn't cut this bit out because I wanted to show you guys that it's still on world class. So I have absolutely no idea how I managed to do this. I thought to myself, well, you know what, if we can get results like this against Man City, then we've got a good chance. I've got a good chance to, do relatively well, not embarrass myself too much in this game, in this career mode, because when we lost to Survey, I'm thinking, oh no, like I'm gonna embarrass myself here. We're gonna go straight through. I'm gonna show you guys. I didn't cut any of this bit out, like I said, because I want to show you guys that it's still in world class. Because I feel like people will just say that it wasn't. It's still world class, guys. And I have absolutely no idea how, but it is what it is. And we're gonna go straight into the next game against Bournemouth. I'm thinking to myself, you know what? If we can do this against Man City, we can try and get a result against Bournemouth. We're gonna do the rotated team again, the second team again. I'm thinking EFL Cup, Bournemouth, this is a real good test. And this game turned out to be an absolute thriller. So we're going to get straight into it. And yeah, like I said, we need to rotate the team. There's some players in the second team that I want to get growing and get higher rated, and they can only do that if we play them. And I don't really want to sim a couple of games. I know that FC26 is a bit dodgy at the moment with simming. I feel like, and I feel like if we play the games and I show you some highlights of them, then I think it's more entertaining for you guys to do that than me just simming games constantly. But nothing really much happened in the first half, guys. I did say it was going to be a thriller, but the thriller ends in the happens at the end of the game. So the first half was a bit trash, to be honest with you, but that's all right. Get to the hour mark, get to the 70th minute mark, and make some substitutions and bring some of the first teamers on and hopefully get a win in this game. So yeah, getting almost to the hour mark, guys, and trying to get a result. Basically, nothing's really happening in this game. I took North off because I feel like he had a decent first hour or so as a professional footballer, but it was time to get Madueke on. I felt like his pace would absolutely ruin the Bournemouth tired back line. And yeah, hopefully with the attacking subs that we make, we really do go for it. And yeah, like I said, guys, we kind of want to try and win this tournament because it's a tournament nonetheless. But yeah, conceding that goal was really stupid. I was quite annoyed with that, so I was like, you know what, screw this. We're going to bring some of the first teamers on now and rotate the team a little bit more because we absolutely cannot be losing against Bournemouth. And like I said, the second team really does feel like a drop-off from the first team. Hincapié is doing brilliant. Not Hincapié, Yildiz is doing brilliantly. But I feel like that's it at the second team. Unfortunately, I think Eze... the young lad North, and a couple of all the others basically, Marino, Kai Havertz, they're all a bit underwhelming. Hincapié as well is underwhelming. There's a drop off, and I thought, you know what, I'll bring big guns on, try and get an equaliser. I didn't have much time though, to be honest, 20 minutes or so, but I thought, you know what, we're going to try our hardest and get an equaliser. But yeah, like I said, guys, I feel like the second team's a bit of a drop, and hopefully that improves, and hopefully I went to tackle there. I ended up shooting the ball and nothing because there's a delayed reaction. But yeah, like almost towards the end of the game, I kind of resigned myself to losing this game, to be honest with you. I thought, here we go. Madueke, I'm just going to charge straight into the box, do another cross. And like I said, we scored quite a lot of those goals. An absolutely amazing goal from Gyökeres. Running down the byline and crossing, passing it into the box to Gyökeres. And, if he gets a chance to shoot, more chances than not, he's going to score. And he did a really good goal there. And, 1-1 right at the end of the game. Brilliant. EFL goes straight to the penalties. So we're going to do a penalty shootout, obviously. First time doing that, this career mode. Hopefully it goes well. Brilliant goal. Like, Gyökeres is not going to miss from there. Maybe the keeper could have done better. Maybe they're missing Kepa, but it is what it is. And that's what we needed. That's why we bring Gyökeres on, we bring Madueke on. We're really missing Saka, though, if I'm being brutally honest. I feel like if we had Saka in the main team, Madueke in the backup team, I feel like we'd be doing a little bit better, but it is what it is. Yeah, like I said, guys, we're going to go straight into penalties. I'm going to do the whole penalty shootout. I'm not going to cut any of it out. The first one is obviously Kluivert. He scored the goal, and yeah, like I said, Kepa I thought he was going to go down the middle. See, that's my first penalty I'm ever going to take in this career mode. So that's why I left this one here, because show you the guys that I haven't taken a penalty before. And yeah, really terrible penalty from Gyökeres there. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Christie up next. Hopefully Kevin get another good save, but unfortunately not. I did try and move that time, but he didn't decide to dive, which is absolutely fantastic. Madueke up next, and he slots this one home. The keeper went the right way. I'm thinking to myself, here we go. Semenyo, like I said, I wouldn't mind if we signed Semenyo in real life. Went down the middle, missed it, great. So 1-1 at the moment. And yeah, brilliant penalty from Marino there. Epic. I mean, the guy knows how to score goals. Up next, Evan Nilsson, Brazilian, and he slots his one home. I don't know why the keeper doesn't like to dive at all. I fucked up here and did a really terrible penalty. So Yildiz, really sorry. He should have scored. It's my fault. That was all on me. Barrios next, up next, and yeah, like I said, I don't know why Kepa just decides not to dive. Maybe I'm doing it wrong, but we lose. We go out penalties, which sucks. But hey, it's one less tournament we're in now. It's one less. A whole bunch of less games to play, so we're going to go straight into the Newcastle game now, guys, to finish off this episode. And yeah, Newcastle, very interesting. They actually signed Antoine Griezmann in this career mode, so we're going to be up against Griezmann in Newcastle, which is going to be entertaining. I thought to myself, you know what, first team. The team that destroyed Man City, we got a really good chance against Newcastle. We get into the halftime 0-0. We've been doing that a lot lately. Not conceding, but not scoring in the first half of pretty much every single game we're playing, which is interesting. I feel like, I don't know why, to be honest. I mean, obviously I've been trying to score, but it just hasn't worked out. Yeah, just giving these guys way too much space in the box, and yeah, I mean that was just a BS goal, wasn't it? Really, really good, well worked. I should have tackled the guy, who did the assist. I should have tackled him then. I'm not sure why he had so much space. Yeah, I mean, like how was he able to get a goal from that way? How our defender was right there blocking him. He somehow managed to wrap his leg around it, back towards goal, and then it is what it is. I mean, it was BS goal, but it is what it is. We're going to try and get an equaliser. Trying to Yildiz is obviously my first sub that I'm always going to make. Yeah, I think I left Eze in the CDM position, which is annoying. But yeah, just trying to make some subs, trying to try and do something. But Yildiz is the only one at the moment that's coming off the bench and doing brilliantly for us. Again, Madueke probably would be doing the same if we had Saka. But it is what it is. We are missing Saka right now. I took Odegaard off because he had a little bit of an injury. Bring Marino on because I thought, he's a bit of a goal threat. I don't want to bring Havertz on, to be honest with you. Or, I've got Eze on, but I don't really want to bring Havertz on because so slow and we lose the mobility of what Gyökeres offers. Gyökeres is just fast and he's able to get himself into positions quite quickly. Yeah, like I said, almost an absolute glazo from there. Luckily enough, he hit the post, but I'm like, Newcastle were just so dangerous for us. So much more harder to play against than Man City. I just couldn't get the ball off them, couldn't tackle them, couldn't shoot, couldn't keep the ball, and then, Griezmann goes and gets his second goal. It's a pretty decent goal. I was raging through that point, so that's why there's no replay. You can always replay the video and have a look again, but it was a really good goal. A lot less bullshit than the first goal. It was just, he was open. This goal, you just can't tackle him. You can't tackle him, and then, Raya makes a really good save. Goes straight to Griezmann. Griezmann's got his hat-trick, which is absolutely fantastic. We're going to swap Yildiz over to the right, put Eze up on the left-hand side. Madueke is way too tired, so we're just going to bring Marino up a bit forward, and then and put Norgard in there as well. Put Kai Havertz on because I thought, you know what, Gyökeres hasn't done anything in this game. Let's put Kai Havertz on just for playing because we're not going to win this game now. Yeah, just very very strange, very weird, disappointing as well. Not how I wanted to end this episode. But yeah, just weird heavy passes. You get the ball, you start sprinting, you sprint for a while, and then out of nowhere you just randomly heavy touch, and it's almost as if if the game's just basically trying to lose the ball for you. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Bit of a mixed episode, but I'll see you guys very soon. Adios.